The 102nd Infantry Division was a German formation during World War II. It served on the Eastern Front, fighting in the Rzhev salient and the Battle of Kursk. It met its end during the latter stages of the Soviet Red Army's East Prussian offensive in 1945. Organization and history. The division was formed on 15 December 1940 in Wehrmacht II, in the 12th mobilization wave, using elements of the 8th Infantry Division and the 28th Infantry Division. The division fought on the Eastern Front. For much of its existence it was part of the 9th Army assigned to Army Group Center. On 25 November 1942 the Soviets simultaneously launched attacks against the eastern, western and northern flanks of the German Rzhev salient, known as Operation Mars, north of the Osuga River. The 102nd successfully repelled repeated assaults by 20,000 infantry and over 100 tanks of 3 Soviet 31st Army divisions. Soviet infantry clad in winter white advanced in echelon, the ranks interspersed with supporting tanks. German artillery, machine guns, and small arms fired tore gaping holes in the ranks of the assaulting infantry as anti-tank weapons picked off the accompanying tanks. For 3 days and at a cost of more than half of the riflemen and most of the tanks, the Soviets hurled themselves in vain at the 102nd Division's prepared defenses. Faced with this determined resistance, the 31st Army's assault collapsed, and, despite Dukov's and Konev's exhortations, it could not be revived. In 1943 it was involved in Operation Citadel and its aftermath, losing much of its strength in a series of fierce defensive battles around Ural. By October it was listed as assigned to the Second Army and reduced to Kampfgruppe level. The division had the following units under command in December 1943: Grenadier Regiment 84, Grenadier Regiment 232, Divisions Gruppe 216, Divisions Fusilier Battalion 102, Artillery Regiment 104, Pioneer Battalion 102, Panzerjägerabteilung 102, Aufklärungsabteilung 102, Divisions Nachrichtenabteilung 102, Divisions Nachschubführer 102. January 1944 found the division back with the 9th Army, covering its southern flank in the Pripyat marshes. It avoided the disastrous encirclement and destruction of much of the 9th Army around Bobruisk in late June during the Soviet Operation Bagration, and was then assigned back to the 2nd Army, holding a line of defense along the River Nare. The Soviet Army's East Prussian offensive, for the 13th of January 1945 onwards, broke the understrength division, which was pushed north and trapped in the Heiligenbale pocket, being reassigned to the 4th Army. In February it held the perimeter near Melsak before being assigned to defend Brownsburg until it fell on the 20th of March. A few troops broke through westwards and eventually surrendered to the Americans in Schleswig-Holstein. The other encircled divisional elements in the castle were eventually taken over by the 28th Jaeger Division. Being involved in the final defensive the Karl-Holzer-Haken Peninsula at Balga. Commanders: Lieutenant General John Ansat, Lieutenant General Albrecht Bayer, Major General Werner von Rasfeld, Colonel General Johannes Friesner, General Otto Hitzfeld, Lieutenant General Werner von Birken,